Can't go wrong.
I don't know if I'm getting in trouble for saying this, but guys, if you are a gamer and you're still living at home and it's all well and good, you're living with your parents, just tell your mom that you need something that can support you when you do what you want to do, so you need to find a cougar. A cougar chair. A cougar chair. I'm not saying job. Don't need a job, you need a cougar. See? Cougar. Get a cougar. Tell your mom you need a cougar. She'll know what you mean.
We still have some technical difficulties. Johan, how's it going in the back there?
I don't know if you can hear it. I got some laughs out of that. I'm funny. I am funny. Look, all of these events, when you're live streaming, and this is the first time we're doing these kinds of things, there will always be technical hiccups along the way.
100%, I agree with you on that one.
Waving your finger at me does not translate much in my brain. I'm talking. Yes, I am talking. Cool. We can keep it going.
Keep it going. So, how do you feel about Hearthstone today, Derek?
Hey, you remember my name. I'm actually super excited because I have a confession to make. Of all the games I've played, I've never played Hearthstone.
Please tell me why. Just give me one good reason why you have not even invested 20 minutes into Hearthstone.
Because my really important and good reason is that I'm playing Minecraft.
That is the worst.
No,
reason.
it could be worse. I could be playing The Sims.
I would actually not even be bleak with you if you were playing The Sims, to be honest.
Hey, I just found something amazing. Mike, pay attention to me, Mike. Mike, I can see you, Mike. I can see you ignoring me, Mike. Mike. Now he's deaf. Mike, watch this. Mike, watch this trick. I can talk on both microphones. It's fantastic. So that means I can't put this one down or it will rustle like this. Exciting. So I'm going to go back to... No. Well, I can't go back to this one. Okay, we're back to this one.
I've been wanting to know how to spectate, but we can't get in.
Okay. Okay.
We've got some connectivity issues.
Hints and tips and messages. I couldn't agree with more. Okay, so... I'm not... I can't tell you what's wrong with the technical issues because I'm on this side of the technical issues. I'm sitting in a comfy chair. You need to get yourself a cougar. Are we on now? Like live? Are we streaming now on YouTube and on Facebook?
We are indeed, Derek. We are indeed.
I'm going to go to gym more.
To those
Make
who are
myself look
watching,
pretty.
I apologize for the technical difficulties. We are working on it so we can all enjoy the tournament of Hearthstone.
Hearthstone. You can't boo us because we can't hear you, and you are not helping anyone. So, yes, let's actually get back into this. So, like you know, I haven't played, so I need you to explain to me, what is Hearthstone?
So, Derek, Hearthstone is a card-based game. The cards and characters are based on those from World of Warcraft. It is made by Blizzard, very popular, and you know you go 1v1 and you start with 20 health points and you work your way down.
Okay, so that's a lot to digest in a shorter space of time. So it's a CCG, collectible card game. So the more you play, the more cards you get, or do you start with a standard deck, everyone the same?
You all start with a standard deck, but you can purchase packs which have additional cards in to increase your collection on cards. You can also make your own decks if you wanted to, and that just gives you, I wouldn't say an edge, but it makes your deck a bit more personal.
No, it's of course, you play it to your style, you build it your way. So what can you tell me about the decks? My experience with collectible card games is limited to Magic the Gathering. So is there different tribes, if you will, so you can play, tribes not maybe the right word, races?
That is correct. You get a hunter, you get a assassin, a wizard, all named after characters from World of Warcraft like Malfurion and Rexxar. Each of those characters have their own abilities. For example, Rexxar can give himself an extra 2 armor at the cost of some mana points. So yes, you do get that. Each card has its own abilities and its own mana cost, health points, and attack points.
Okay, interesting. So if I was a fan of and I'm not saying I was, but I like to play humans and everything. Can I build a deck purely with humans, or are there night elves, are there orcs, are there all those other, like undead and all the other things that you know from Warcraft?
There are all those, but you're going to have a mixed match deck. You're not going to have only humans. You're going to have a mixed match with the orcs, with the elves, with the worgans even. Goblins are in there. So it's going to be a mixed match deck.
Okay, so it's not, for those of you who played Warcraft, not Warcraft, World of Warcraft, but Warcraft. It's not race based.
Not at all. You're not limited.
Not limited.
You're not
That's
limited.
fantastic. So when you're playing with an assassin's deck, if you will. So you focus more on a style of play than on, I don't know, just a general use, if you will. Even though if general use could be your style of play.
That is correct.
All right,
You'd
cool.
be correct.
So how long have you been playing?
Personally, I've got about 10 hours worth of Hearthstone behind me, but I
We're
enjoy watching
professional
it.
here. We're on top of the game. We're so professional right now on this specific game.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
And we
So
will
I'm
talk like we own it.
gonna have a look around and see if everyone's a sea of smiling faces. Okay, so carrying on. So today we've got three games that we're going to be playing today. The first being Hearthstone, as we know. Then after that, it's Rocket League.
I'm just waiting to be informed on the details on the actual list that we're going, but we're going to have Rocket League and Overwatch today.
Let's not forget Overwatch. I know that they released there was a new player, a new character that was launched not that long ago, like a couple of days ago, if memory serves.
That would probably have been in the latest update that was released. You'd be correct.
Well, I can't wait to see more about that. Ooh, and everything seems to be turning back on. We love it.
All right, we got some connectivity. Players, are you guys connected? Johan, is everyone? All right. Perfect.
I love it when someone goes, just talk. So, cool. So like I said, I haven't played Hearthstone. You've been playing for 10 hours. That's fantastic. We've got a lot of people here that are probably shouting at us because they're more familiar with the game. But remember, we have to look at a lot of them and keep up to speed with those. So I'm just checking now. We can see everyone's logging in. We've got people happening and things moving, which is fantastic.
That's correct. So from what I can see, all 5 players seem to be online. And we're going to be starting. There'll be 2 matches running together. That would be Devon and Dylan, or Devon versus Dylan, and Stephen versus Wesley. So we'll take a look at those as soon as those matches start.
I cannot wait. Oh, and it's so nice to see messages appear on the screen that everyone can see. Thank you, Wesley. We love you. We think you're fantastic. How do we mute him?
I am trying to do that. But my resources are limited.
Same but different. Yeah.
No, not same but different at all.
This is what LANing is all about. Now, for those of you who've never been to a LAN, you're probably looking at this and judging us hardcore. But for those of you guys that have been there and have brought your PCs to functions and things like this, the first half a day was purely just putting things together. This is all of it. Even if you go to organize the events, you still spend how long setting everything up? That's just someone else doing all that hard work for you. There's always going to be these things. If you go to places with friends, you always spend time trying to figure stuff out.
And on that note, sorry to interrupt you, a massive shout out to Entech. The guys only left at 11:30 last night, just setting up.
There's a long list of sponsors and people that have been here and have put up with so much and stayed up so long just to get everything the way we see it now.
So, just following up, can we start on spectating the first game? It looks like Wesley and Stephen have started their game, so let's hop in there. Let's have a look what's going on. And hopefully we're not going to give too much away by talking to each other.
No, we're definitely not going to give an unfair advantage between Hunter and Mage.
Exactly. So we got Rexar. Okay, so there was a flip of the coin. And
that's fine. Everyone's got to start at some point.
I stand to be corrected. You started at 30 health points.
Oh, that's fine. It's fine. It's these minor details of things.
So it dropped extra mana crystals. So now he's got 2 mana crystals. Let's see what the mage does. Steven selecting his cards. Perfect, throwing 3 damage straight to Rexar there. Wesley taking a few hits. We are up and running.
Okay, so we're going to watch a couple of the games. We're going to step in. Can we move between the games as well, just at some point?
We will definitely be doing that.
Okay, so walk me through. What do you see? What's happening?
So, from this I see Stephen taking a shot at one of Wesley's characters. His card has taken 1 damage. Stephen selecting a couple of... Wesley's collecting some of his cards. He had 3 mana crystals and he put down that didn't quite hit the mark, he says.
Okay,
but that's understandable. So, at the moment, we got Stephen at 28 HP and Wesley at 27.
So it's a pretty even game at the moment, but it is early days. We can see this happening. It looks, though, that Wes is in an advantageous position because he's actually got some mobs on the board.
That is correct. You would be correct. And he has a couple of cards in his hand that could be quite useful to him. Later on in the game, definitely this one is going to come in and make a bit of damage when he gets to his...
Now, we have to explain that we can't talk quite openly about what's happening in the game because that would give an unfair advantage to one or another. So we've got to be as vague so that they don't know what we're talking about, but as accurate as we can to actually tell you about what's happening in the game.
Let's go see how Steven's doing on that side. Although he's taking a beating at the moment.
We're talking about Wesley here that's taking a beating.
No, Steven. Look at that. He's got 7 HP left.
I look away for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Steven, it's not looking good for you. It's gonna be fairly...
it might be a short game.
This is gonna go...
Although Steven
sorry, Steven.
Oh, that was another 2 damage from Raxar's arrow shot directly to Steven. There goes his last mob. Straight hits. Oh, big hits. Minus 8 HP. He's only got 5 left.
This is actually quite hectic.
Very enjoyable. So, this card over here has 8 taunts.
There we go. There we go. Well done. I can look straight at you.
Well done, Wesley.
Well done, Wesley.
That was a good victory. Sorry, Steven. Next time, definitely.
Everyone knows who you are because we can see your surname as well.
So, we're going to have a look at Dylan and Devon's game.
Hopefully that's not over as quickly.
We hope not. Let's see how it goes. We're getting in there.
Boom. And we're in.
And we are
that game's still going. It looks like it's just started, though. Because everyone's on full health. And
that is correct. They are on full health. It has just started. They each only got 1 mana crystal. So let's see what cards they got. That's going to take a bit of a beating, but let's see how it goes. Mage versus mage, though, so it's going to be quite interesting.
Now, what's the benefit of a mage?
So, in this case, each character, whether you're a mage, hunter, assassin, you get your own special ability. So, a mage has a fire blast. It costs 2 mana crystals, and it does 1 damage. So, Spot Lewis, that is... I actually have no idea. Spot Lewis just threw a 3 damage at...
it's okay. Let's not get precise on stuff because there's too much for us to pick up on the same time. So obviously, I'm actually... who are we looking at here? Who's on top? Who's below?
So we got Spot Lewis on top. Toxic Monkey over here at the bottom.
Toxic Monkey. Do we know your real name? Toxic Monkey.
Toxic Monkey.
It's okay. You're Toxic Monkey.
He is busy.
Toxic Monkey. You are Toxic Money.
So we're up. They're up to 3 mana crystals at the moment, so they're 3 rounds in.
Every turn, they get another mana crystal
That's
to use.
That's correct. They get an additional mana crystal. There is a card here that allows you to gain 1 mana crystal, and that costs nothing to use that card.
Only for that turn. It's a
we
very
look
powerful
here, we got
card,
the Raptor on there, 3 attack, 2 health. Let's see what Spit Lewis puts in. He's got some options. He's definitely got a few options. He's got 4 mana crystals to use. Got a few cards there that he can drop.
What's coming into play? Chillwind
the Yeti. Some good damage. Your initial play on your card is like a sleep mode. You can't use it, you can't attack with it on the first play, but on the second round you can. So in this case, when you look at the Raptor, he's only got 3 attack and that's 5 HP. He's not going to make it. He'll get taken out. And he sacrificed his player to bring down the HP of the Yeti.
That's pretty cool. You could clear the Yeti now with the Wolf Rider's charge.
He can, but he's going to risk at the loss of that charge as well, unfortunately. But and he's only a 1 mana crystal. Let's see what he does.
But it's important to note that clearing the board is important because when too many beasts appear on the table, they can pile up very quickly. Like if he didn't sacrifice now, he would have had much more things to worry. Wow. Okay.
He's got a
This is going to be big. The water elemental is not easy to get rid of.
Got quite a decent amount of HP. He's got 5 mana crystals. Let's see what he puts on the board. He throws a Murloc down. A mob just to throw away, I'm sure.
Well, you've got to clear. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of attack. It's only got 3 attack, but that's 6 defense. That's 6 health, rather.
All right, let's see. It's on Split Lewis now. It's still very even. If you come to look at it, not much going on in the attacking directly each other.
It's adjustment as they sort of get into the game and get the feel of it going.
Still getting their cards, understanding how they want to use them. This is a big card he can drop on the board. Okay, so he summons 1 extra Murloc.
I love Murlocs.
Yeah, I really want to make the Murloc noise right about now, but I'll hold back. I'll hold back just because,
Whoa, you turn your back for 2 seconds and all of a sudden the board is filled.
That is exactly what's happened.
Now, these aren't exactly powerful creatures.
In terms of attack, not really, but the amount of HP, look at this. The Snapjaw's got 7 health.
Whoa,
what did he just drop?
1 damage to all
card.
Creatures. That was super
Arcane
powerful.
Explosion. He just dropped that card.
That
he cleared the board
very nicely.
Almost sacrificed his Snapjaw just to take out 1 creature. He's only got 2 HP left. But
That's fine.
The Shield Master has Taunt active. So if you want to attack, you have to attack him first and get him off the board. Oh, there's Polymorph. That disables the Taunt. And there's a sheep. 1 for 1. Who's he going to go for first?
Straight for the hit points, apparently.
He has to clear the board.
No, thinking about it.
Oh, he goes straight for the hit
It can
board.
bypass.
Taking big hits.
That's quite sneaky to come in.
Toxic Monkey's taking a few big hits over there.
He's on the back foot, but he's not out yet. And that's actually the fun thing about this.
So they're now up to 7 mana crystals. Oh, that's a good play. Put a taunt in there. Just keep your minions safe and keep yourself safe. Going for the Fire Blast. Who's he going to take out? There goes the 1 Murloc.
That's good. It clears the board. Less attack
I love
on your
seeing
side.
the sheep on the field. I want to see what he does with the sheep.
I think
sacrifices the sheep.
Yeah, you can't do much with it.
No, that's perfect. He's clearing the board.
Yeah. Thing is, though, I don't want to say techniques and things that he can do.
Arcane Missile sending 3 hit points, and
that's
just
pretty
the
good.
water element left.
Now that water elemental has to attack that shield bearer. It's very curious what's going to happen next with this.
Oh, that's a big one.
Okay.
Look at that. Adding +1 damage and health. So look at that HP. 6 attack.
That's going to be a difficult one to clear.
6 defense. He's only got 3 attack on that.
And what's bigger is always something bigger.
That is correct.
Look at that.
He brings in the ogre. He can't use it for now, but it's got a strong amount of defense. But they've brought down.
Oh, we finally
champion to 5 HP.
Sportloose has finally got some damage on him. He's come down to 28. It's not a big drop going down, but still.
So we're looking at 28 to 21.
2 shield masters, but he's only got 1 health left.
So he has to attack the player with the shield, the taunt player first. There he throws a fireball at him, takes him out. Sacrificed his champion to do a huge amount of damage to the ogre.
That ogre's practically off the field now.
I foresee him using the ogre to take that out. He has no choice. Sacrifice the ogre.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We don't want to advise or tell anyone how to play.
That is correct. I sometimes forget they may not have their headphones on at the moment.
Yeah,
and he does do that. Sacrifices his ogre.
That's fine. But putting that, I can't even tell what it is at the moment, but putting the creature into the game, at least make sure that he's got something to defend him.
Snapjaw back on the field. He has no mana crystals. He cannot use his Fire Blast. We're up to 10 mana crystals for Sportloose.
Now, Sportloose has to put something on the field. Otherwise, it's literally 2 mobs against him.
6 damage straight ahead.
Ooh.
Brings down Toxic Monkey to 15 HP.
These guys have taken big hits at each other, and I know this, the hit points are a little bit different, 25 to 15, but it's still very close a game.
Oh, here comes another 6 damage straight up. brings down Spotless to 19 HP.
This is going to be a neck and neck fight.
Takes some damage to his Snapjaw, but he clears the Yeti. Uses the Fireball on the minion, and there goes the Ooze. Oh, only has 1 HP left. Still
It's so close.
It is a very close game.
It's going to be so much fun.
So they maxed out at 10 crystals each.
That's the top limit. You can't go higher than 10.
You can't go higher than that. Sacrifices the Ooze to clear the field.
That's going to be sneaky.
There goes
Using
the
the last 2
Fireball.
mana crystals.
Very good play. Oh. Uses the Fireball. That's going to be it. Oh, down to 13
This is
HP.
going to be sneaky. Which way do you play this? Do you go straight for the health of the player, or do you clear the boards and try to get your minions to go through?
Where they're sitting at the moment, it's a very difficult choice because now Toxic Monkey has no defense.
No defense, and he's got a mob on the table that has 6 to 5.
There goes a big hit down. Toxic Monkey down to 9 HP.
That's a big hit, and there's going to be that fire blast.
Another 1 HP
Single
down.
digits.
He's on 8.
We're on single digits.
That's a good card to play. He gets an extra card in his hand. What did he get?
That's useful. You need to get as many creatures on the table, many beasts on the table.
That's correct. There comes another Raptor. He's got a bit of a defense.
Yeah, something.
Use a Fire Blast. Just breaking down that Ogre, but a lot of HP on that Ogre still.
Especially when you only got total of 4 in terms of attack points left. What's this?
Well, that just cleared the field.
This is
game
that's
over.
Game.
Unfortunately for Toxic Monkey, but well done, Spot Lewis.
That was
Very
a good
well
game.
played.
Well done. Well done.
That was a very good game.
That was impressive.
So far we had Wesley win.
Now, you
Spot
guys
Lewis
can't
win.
see this, but looking across and to see players give a sportsman handshake after a battle like that, I'm impressed. Well done, guys.
So we just need to go to the table to see who's playing next. This is a best of 5 round. We'll take a look at that. Okay.
So, Q producer, hang on a second. Listening to my producer.
You can call them up for an interview anytime.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
That's an interesting point. So Spotless won that. See, the thing is, I don't want to interrupt them if they're going to be prepping for the next game.
That's correct. It is a
So-
best of 5.
It is best of 5, so we've seen pretty much the first rounds of a couple of people. It's a play.
And
just
it's a round
watching-
robin.
Yeah.
I could see us being here for a while watching these games. It's going to be very interesting to see who advances to the next round.
It will be. So, I don't know if you're keeping score. I'm just watching. I'm enjoying this. I haven't actually seen who's keeping score, what's the rates, and what's the way, and how things doing. So,
We got Johan there, but from looking at it, Wesley, he gets a point against Steven, and Spot Lewis gets against Toxic Monkey. We'll see another player come into the mix a little bit later when they are ready to play. But for now, I think we're going to be starting our next game.
next game shortly. So, I feel like that was... I don't want to say anything about the players because it all depends on what cards you can draw.
That
and
is correct.
What strategy you can build on the fly with those cards that are just like you got to make it up as you go along, kind of thing.
You got to be a fast thinker on your feet, and it's just the deck on the day.
The deck of the day. I think that's a motivational quote, like succeeding or failing. It's just the cards you dealt.
Let's actually bring it in. Hashtag the deck of the day.
Well, you're going to get a couple of games, so deck of the match. Anyway, moving along. I'm trying to see when the next game, if people are jumping into it.
Game 2 for Wesley.
Either
coming
that or
up.
he said 2 minutes. I'm not sure.
It's still being decided.
So it looks like Toxic Monkey and Wesley are putting their deck together. This is so dangerous to say.
That's correct. They've got to do that.
Let's change topic.
They
Okay,
gotta-
cool. So it's best of 5, you said?
Best of 5, that's
and
correct.
let's not forget the person who comes first gets a wonderful prized big 600 Rand jacket, which I am just putting it out there. If you don't want it, I'll take it in a heartbeat. But the top 3 people also get their regional colors.
That's correct. Through
this-
MSSA.
Yeah.
Thank you to them for being here at this event as well.
That's going to be fun. We've got a fairly amazing upload. It's fantastic.
I'd love to say that's a glitch. I'm not even mad. I'm amazed.
I heard you say, I'm not a man, I'm a maid.
I'm not even mad. I'm amazed. Please, Derek, do not misquote me.
Oh, just someone comment, I'm not a man, I'm a maid. Just comment that. That's going to be like the catchphrase.
I could just
for
see
today.
Wesley dropping a message saying that now.
Oh, he's busy making a deck. We can't interrupt him. You know, he's got to set himself up for the next game because he started strong.
He
and
did.
We want
He
to.
did.
Not that we want him to win. It's just that we want to see strong play. So we want someone to take the time and put it in properly. You know, the time, the effort, the energy, and play a good game. Because remember, 600 Rand jacket and regional colors.
I think if the player who wins doesn't want it, you're not going to be fighting over that jacket because I want it too.
So if the player who wins doesn't want the jacket, then we will fight for it.
I'll play against you in Hearthstone best of 5. Let's do
Okay,
it.
we can do that, but we'll do that off screen. It's not going to be nearly as exciting as what we're watching now.
We have
Okay.
a thumbs up from Wesley. We're just waiting for the other player.
So Wesley's
Stephen and
up,
Wesley are getting
Stephen's
into the
up.
game now. We'll jump into it.
So it's
as
going to
soon
be
as they're ready
Toxic
to go.
Money and Sportless.
No, Toxic Money and Sputless were previously.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Sportless and Stephen then?
No, Stephen and Wesley for now. Still best of 5.
Okay, no, they're going to be slaying the same one.
That's correct. They still got a couple of games.
That's good, that's
each
good.
player.
One fight doesn't make the match.
Nor does it make the man
Or the maid.
or the maid.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
let's hop into this game over here. Let's see how it's going. Or the woman. Thank you, Wesley.
You
we've got
misquote
Jaina.
him.
Proudmore versus Proudmore. This is going to be an interesting game.
So when you start, you get an extra card?
That is only for Jaina Proudmore. That is one of her abilities.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Let's add this on. Let's see what we're dealing with.
I feel like I'm learning so much.
Oh, that was a cheap shot to start off the match. Bring
That's
Wesley
okay.
down
It's
to
only-
29.
It's only 1 point. It'll be okay. Because you don't want to chip away over a long time. You want to decimate. So you got to build up.
That is a good point. Oh, here comes another
Having said
hit.
that, it was another chip away.
Oh, he ended his turn.
That's okay. Also, let's bear in mind when that is your only option, you are going to take your only option.
You can't call it a sucker punch when that's all you got to do.
Well, you can still call it a sucker punch,
I
but it's
guess you
just
can still
not.
call it a
It's
sucker
not
punch.
unfair.
Use the 3 mana crystals to get 3 extra cards. Steven building up the deck.
Some amazing cards. A little bit of sarcasm in that.
There we go. That is a very useful to
That-
have on the field.
That is.
Bring the mana cost down of a few of your abilities. Okay. Let's see what Steven brings.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to assist or give ideas
Oh,
or anything
big
like that.
hit. Wesley taking 6 damage down to 22.
Amazing. Why do I get the feeling that was said with sarcasm?
It was 100% sarcasm. Looking at Wesley now, he's just grinning. He knows.
What are you going to do, Wesley?
Buffed up to 8 HP. That is something difficult to take down.
Well, that's a benefit for having so many cards in your hand.
That is correct. So, Steven's up to 5 mana crystals. Already used 3. Using another 2 now. Left with 1.
Well, that's
And
a
he ended
cheap
his
way
turn.
of doing it, but you know that in 20 turns, if you guys haven't killed each other, then that single fire blast will eventually kill Wesley.
Seeing what he brings onto the field. Brings a copy, and they
Nice.
both have taunt.
Taunt is important.
Some big hits going against Steven now. Oh, -4, -3. He's sitting now at
And it's
20
evened
HP.
up again.
Steven got quite a few cards in his hand to play.
Yeah, that's a thing now.
Use polymorph.
Love it.
Always love seeing the sheep on the field. 3 damage, taking a bit of damage to those who are taunted, and 1 is down.
I feel like there needs to be like a little hidden Easter egg that if you click on the sheep a couple hundred times, it'll explode. Not like off the table explode, just like maybe change the picture or something. I feel like that's a reference. That should be put in there.
Gets to draw 2 extra cards. And some big hits
Yo,
going against
Wesley.
Steven.
Wesley's got
not
huge
playing
power
around.
putting through. Hello.
Why, hello to you too.
Okay,
Steven
Steven, what are you
making
going
his
to do?
choice. Extra 3 damage to Wesley. Brings him down to 18. But Steven's still in a little bit of trouble.
Yep,
Got a few
it's-
minions on the board there.
8 HP is not a very big difference.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's the luck of the cards.
Okay, but Wesley is pulling the same trick and just filling the field with mobs. This is going to be...
I believe this card has just been such a massive help to Wesley this game.
It has changed the game.
9
I
HP
think
left for Steven.
Steven's got to pull something out.
It's 9 to 18. Steven looking through his cards.
It's a full board against 9 HP. Yeah, it's
Yes.
taunted.
There, he clears the taunt off the field.
Wolf Rider, it's got charge, so it can go straight in and
Takes
keep
a
going.
pot shot. -3 for Wesley.
Every little bit counts.
Oh, that's always a good card to have.
Now let's
Gives a
see
bit
if
of
Wesley's
extra
going to be able
HP.
to take him out in one go, or if Steven is going to be able to counter and turn this around.
Wesley sitting with 8 mana crystals.
Mm-hmm,
Puts another minion on the board. That's game over.
Game.
1 shot.
Game,
Wesley
set,
2,
match.
Steven 1. Well played, sir.
Yeah, that was a good game. It was close in the beginning. Steven seemed to have a bit of a push. Steven seemed to be able to slowly trying to get a long chip away, do whatever he can to try and get in there before Wesley fills the board with
That's a
monsters.
good point. He really tried to take a few extra pot shots in the beginning, but unfortunately his deck was against him.
Unfortunately, not the deck of the day.
Not the deck of the match.
Okay, so there should be another game that's playing. Let's jump into them and see what's happening.
It is not going on at the moment. That's supposed to be Spotless versus Toxic Monkey. There's a prepping to battle, but there might be some technical difficulties. How amazing is this hall looking today, though?
It's fantastic. It's good fun to see some people who enjoy the game come together and play it.
Maybe we can ask one of the players. Oh, no, they've jumped in. Toxic Monkey and Spotless. They getting to
Okay.
spectate. Let's hop in there and see what's going on.
There's too much action for us to not keep our eyes open.
And trying to keep up has been a bit difficult. Proudmore versus Proudmore again. So Toxic Monkey gets to go first.
Amazing. Do you remember Toxic Monkey? No, that's Toxic Rabbit.
Yeah,
Toxic Bunny, not Monkey.
I think you're thinking
Old
of the different
game.
game. Old game.
You've heard of it, though?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, I met the guy who made it.
Really?
He's a South African oak.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh, taking one.
Yeah,
Minus one
it's-
right in the beginning.
It's always going to be there because you can't really do anything else. If you don't
That's
have the
true.
cards to play, you're going to...
We got
Take
a
the shots you
Raptor on the
can.
field. Put a minion on there just to put a bit of pressure on Toxic Monkey.
I've been changing the way I call them between mobs, monsters, creatures, and beasts because I'm not 100% confident on any of them.
He's doing 3 damage to random, and he takes 2 damage to Spotless. Toxic Monkey getting a bit of a lead there in the beginning.
Yeah, but it's cheap shots at the moment. It's not the proper game yet. Interesting move.
That is a very interesting move. Thank you for the update. So, Toxic Monkey, what is he going to do?
Big shout out to all our viewers. Thank you so much for taking
there's
part in
the
this.
sheep again.
Can't say no. Just click on the sheep a couple hundred times, see what happens.
Toxic Monkey sacrifices one of his players just
So,
to...
in theory, this
clear
is
the
an
field.
empty board now. The sheep is...
Hey, it can still
almost
do one
useless.
damage. Can still do one damage. Let's not rule it
Almost.
out. Look, there it goes.
The mighty sheep. Imagine if that was the killing blow. How did she die? By a sheep.
By sheep.
Death by sheep.
Toxic Monkey up to 5 mana crystals now. What is he going to do with it?
Drop them all in at once and
It's
put
not
something
played. 2 damage
intimidating.
against Sputless. Bring it down to 24. Very close game in the beginning.
It always is. It
Always
always is.
Sputless up to 5 mana crystals now. Oh, there comes the Elemental. The
Yep,
sheep doing
that
some
sheep.
damage again.
That sheep is going to win the game.
I think it's going to be there for the entire game. I really hope it is. Just for the sheep's sake.
Just for the sake of the sheep. Just for the sheep of it.
Oh, there comes the Ogre on the board.
I was waiting to see this guy come out.
Large amount of HP. Also hard damage. But as you see here, there's enough damage.
Two water elementals.
That's great. There's quite a bit of damage he's got that he can use.
And let's not forget the mighty sheep.
And the mighty sheep.
Whoa, and just like that, in one turn.
Sacrifices one of the Yetis. There goes the Ogre down.
See,
And the
this is
sheep taking more
mighty,
damage.
mighty
We are tied
sheep.
up, 24-24.
that mighty, mighty sheep. And you know what's better than one sheep? Two sheep. What's he
Toxic
going to
Monkey.
do? Is
Take
it
out one.
honorable? He's not doing against the player.
Okay.
He's doing against the sheep.
I like his style of play. He's wanting to clear the border.
It's a
I
pity,
see
though.
that.
That was the oldest sheep. Whoa,
So nicely.
hello,
Oh,
Stormwind
look at that. The
champion.
sheep even gets a buff.
Buff the
2
sheep.
damage.
We see your sheep and raise you a better one.
Let's see what's Toxic Monkey going to do. There we go.
Nice,
Protecting
nice.
himself a bit. Put the taunts up.
Taunt's important to have. Some defense, especially when you've got
Come
an
on in with the
aggressive player
charge.
against
Who's
you.
he going to use it against?
How are we going to do this? The biggest threat being cleared away.
Wasn't the sheep. That's the biggest threat
I
on
thought
the
it was
field.
going to be the sheep. I thought he was going to clear it. So
we
you
have
have
to
to you have to figure out, do you want to clear creatures off the board or do you want to weaken the strong creatures? Like, how do you play? It's a very important decision for players to figure out, depending
It
on
is a
how they're...
balance. Massive damage going on to the clown. And it's off the board. Nothing to
Yeah, but
protect him now.
that's what it was there for. Is to soak up that damage, give you time to put some bigger things on the table.
Oh,
Whoa!
massive buff.
7, 10.
Down to 9 HP for Toxic Monkey.
Yes. Anything can happen, but still, this is 24-9. Toxic Monkey's not looking too good.
He's got a few cards to play with some hard defense.
You've got
so
9
he's
mana
got
crystals.
He's got options.
Okay. We see which way it's going. That's a lot of HP, but
Unfortunately, it is a lot of HP.
there's a lot of damage coming as well.
That's true. There's a lot of.
will
there's a
he
lot of monsters on the
survive
field.
this round? Toxic Monkey, I believe in you. Now make it happen.
Sputler's putting a lot on the field. Picking away at the health of the Snapjaw. Oh, and he's going straight.
Just going straight for it. He's rushing.
That's game over.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Toxic Monkey, Sputler takes this one.
It's so quick to all of a sudden find yourself against a full board of monsters. That was a good fight.
That was a good game.
It became a bit one-sided near the end, but still. I think that was in response to that hello comment.
I think it was.
Is it me you're looking for? I'm not going down that road because I don't know the legit version. So who's playing? Who's
So-
playing?
Take Wesley's coming back on the mix.
Toxic Monkey jumping straight into building a deck. I think it's important with these matches when it's 5v5 is for you to find a deck that works for you, that you can change. So after each match, you can modify and go, okay, well, look, that didn't work. This works better, and just trying to find something that works for you. Because if you're one of those people that like to rush and go in and go straight for your opponent's HP, you can extend that and use and build more cards for it.
Exactly.
The comments that I get here. The comments.
All right, Wesley jumping into a game. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, so Wesley's on a 2-win, 0-loss at the moment, as far as my memory is concerned.
That is correct. Ah,
that's interesting.
Anduin versus Anduin. Priest versus Priest. It's going to be an interesting game. Wesley gets to go first. Stephen versus Wesley.
I'm getting comments from Wesley from a side. You should really be focusing on the game, Wesley. Yeah, let's go get a camera on Wesley's face so we can make him feel really confident about multitasking.
Oh, now he's getting a bit shy. Hoodie's going on. Oh, no, it's off. Show off that glorious beard, Wesley.
Someone likes beards. I hope that was a lady. Anyway,
well,
back to the game.
If it's a guy, I don't judge. Each to his own.
That's chilled, that's chilled. I looked away, I looked back, and there's a line burning on the screen. What happened?
So, Wesley has Stephen only has a little bit of time left to play his turn. He ended his turn. So you only got a set amount of time.
Mechanic to push your game.
That's correct.
That's important. What a mirrored field we see.
Interesting.
The only difference between the players at the moment is the amount of cards in their hands.
Very even game at the moment.
It's early days still. Anything can happen. So, silence, I presume.
Sacrificed his card there just to clear the field a little bit.
Now, but with a silenced creature on the board, I don't think you can worry about too much.
No, you don't get the buff or the ability that creature would have initially had. So the silence really is used well there.
That's good, that's good.
Still silenced at the moment.
Okay, so which way is Wesley going to go? What's he going to do? That's what he looks like. Isn't he beautiful? What a wonderful, easy to distract
shot straight
man.
at Stephen. -2 HP.
You're welcome. Now stop multitasking. Get your head in the game.
Stephen got to play. Put it on the lesser heal. Ah, there we go. Heals himself. Extra 2 HP.
The benefit
now
of
they're
being
back
a cleric.
to even. 30-30.
See, this might actually be a longer game because of this.
I can see that happening.
Now, to follow, just because we've seen it happen twice in a row, Wesley's way of playing is to just fill the board with mobs, monsters, or characters, whatever you want to call it, and just flood the opponents so that they don't get a chance to heal.
Look at the HP on his creeper over there. 13.
And
it's going to take a while to get him down.
5 attack.
No. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
that's going to be.
That's all those buffs coming in. Not too sure if he did that by accident but that's looking good.
It's luck. It's complete luck.
Complete luck. Still there with the 13 HP though.
Stephen, 2018, what are you going to do? How are you going to counter this? I'm curious to see what you do. Whoa.
Clears the field. Stephen down to 23.
Keeping a mob alive, healing it.
Got eyes on Wesley. Maybe we'll see him on the big screen a little bit later.
We did. We saw him a little while ago.
Oh, we see him again. Camera's still on him.
I think it's...
do you think that's putting a bit of pressure on him?
I hope
him play a little bit better?
I hope so, because,
Stephen uses lesser heal, brings himself up back to 25 HP. Creeper's taking a bit of damage, down to 7 HP. But it's still got a lot of damage it can soak. Stephen's turn.
He's clever.
Oh, he's healed up.
Keeping that creature alive.
Extra 2 HP on his creeper.
Because it has taunt as well, so it makes it a proper wall.
taken a shot against Steven, brought him down to 22.
It's a big drop, 22 to 30, but still, anything can happen. It just needs one good turn.
There's one damage to all minions.
That was a good one, though.
Some good sportsmanship from Wesley, commending his player.
Now, is that automated speak, or is that something that the player can choose to do?
Can choose to do it. You have 6 commands that you can use.
That's good.
Wesley's turn.
It's good to know.
Okay, so Wesley's creepers up to 13 HP again, and just Steven's taking hits.
Oh, that's fantastic. This is a close. Well, actually, I don't know. Now that Steven's on like 50% HP, almost 50% HP.
Yeah, he's just above, but Wesley's in a comfortable position at the moment.
Yeah, but can he be toppled? You just need to clear. You just need to clear the one creature that has taunt and 13 HP. Just that's all they need to do.
That's all that needs to happen.
That's all Steven needs to do.
He does a bit of a heal on himself. Steven's back up to 19 HP.
That's good, but this board is getting very full.
That is correct. And with the extra buffs coming in, that creeper's not going away anytime soon.
We'll see. It could also be turned into a sheep. I don't know. Does that part of this deck?
Not too
13,
sure.
13.
Oh, big hits. Brings it down to 3.
1 HP.
Steven hanging on.
Whoa.
Hanging on with 1 HP.
You cannot take your eyes away from the game for more than a couple of seconds, and then everything changes.
Steven's stressing a little bit there,
I would be too. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
15 damage on that creeper. That's a lot.
That's insane.
That is a lot.
Oh, that was good. But
was
is
good.
it going to be too little, too late?
He does
not
heal
too little.
himself,
That's
give
huge.
himself extra 2 HP, but
Every little bit counts.
without a taunt on the field, I think he's going to be in trouble still.
See, now that's an interesting move. If he had attacked something else, he would have cleared it from the board, but weakening a creature or clearing a creature, which is the best course of action?
It just depends on what creature's on the field.
Yeah, there's a lot of creatures on the field now, and that's the problem.
Weasley's clearing the field, though, dropping a couple of extra cards.
I
and
think
he's taking the final
that's
hit.
GG. Thank you for
There's
playing.
Steven.
Yo, there were some good turns. You played very well, Steven. But I think that creeper held the field for too long, and that's what gave Wesley the advantage he needed to just decimate. Because when you've got that creature and you know that you're not going to be getting rid of it soon, and it's staying there, you can put more to it. You can buff it up. You can keep it going until eventually it's got 15 attack
And 13 HP.
and 13
It's not going
What are you
anywhere.
going to do? How are you going to stop that?
You
that
need quite an
literally-
army on there just to get that one creature
That is a
down.
one creature army.
So that Wesley takes that round 3-0.
Okay, it was best of 5, right?
That's correct. It was best of 5.
So Wesley's got 3 wins.
That's correct.
He needs to lose the next 2. I'm going to start rooting for whoever's against him.
Will he do it? Toxic Monkey and Sputless are in. Let's go see.
Oh,
what
they're in a
do.
game. Fantastic.
I just love the loading screen of HearthStone. Raxar, the Hunter versus the Mage. Let's open it up a bit here, see what we got on the field.
What you doing to us? The coin.
So this extra mana coin is given to the player that goes second.
See, it makes sense. It makes sense. Evens it out a bit. Make sure that you got the fair footing, because otherwise your player 1 will always have an advantage.
That is correct. So taking with the ball, with its charge ability, just taking one quick shot at Sputless. Toxic Monkey takes first blood.
Do you know what I actually realized now watching this game and being part and getting involved and seeing Proudmoore and seeing all these raptors and boars and the Beastmasters and all the rest of it? It makes me want to go and play World of Warcraft again, truth be told.
I agree with you. Just looking at some of the creatures here just reminds me of certain areas of the game. Tanglewood Forest, definitely, when you look at the raptor. That's all I'm
Yeah.
thinking about.
Like, a lot of us grew up playing World of Warcraft and Warcraft. None of us grew up.
None of us grew up.
I'm going to be 15 to the day I die. Thank you, Brian Adams. Well, 18 and 15.
It's much of a muchness, 3 years. What's 3 years? Can be a lot though.
Driver's
but I don't
license.
want to go into
Yeah,
details.
okay, back to the game. Back to the game. So 30-29, even.
Still even. We're up
And
to 4 mana crystals for Sputlers. Let's see what he brings to the board. He brings to the board, rather. Take a few.
Did you
pot
just
shots.
assume someone's gender? It's one of my triggers, bro.
Mistakenly, I did. Mistakenly. Toxic Monkey in here.
What are you going to do, Toxic
He's got
Monkey?
nothing on the board. It's a little bit of a tough call. He's got a good few cards.
Toxic Monkey, the board's empty. What are you going to do? A 2/2 creature is not bad to have, but you got a lot against you.
Nice buff coming in here to add extra attack onto his wolf.
That's not bad. Okay,
Uh,
Sport Lewis.
Let's put this up. He's got a few options. He's got 5 mana crystals. He takes a couple of pot shots.
See, it adds up.
And the
It's 8
fireball.
damage.
Yo, bringing him down.
14 points straight
Toxic
off the
Monkey.
bat.
Straight down to 14. It's 29 to 16 rather.
It's good. It's a good game. It's a good technique.
Toxic
Now, what is
Monkey,
Toxic Bunny going to do to counter that?
He's got a few tricks up his sleeve. He's got the extra buff to his characters over there. He can take a few points off of Sputler's
Now, you see-
life points.
In this situation, is it a good tactic to go straight for the health? Or is it better to go for the creatures on the board? What works in this situation? Like, would it be better to make the board more on your side? To try and speak covertly so I don't give ideas or unfair advantages or hints and stuff like that. Like, what is the better way to play?
Look, that is up to personal preference. Some people like the score to be even. They don't want to see themselves trailing 6 health points behind. Others prefer to see a clean field because they know they can later on just take extra damage straight onto the character. But we've seen a lot going on over here. Sputler's
there we
making some
go.
big damage, clearing the field.
That was a good move by Sportless. He's evened up the field. He's now in a safer position than he was in the beginning.
We look, what's Toxic Monkey going to do? He's in a little bit of trouble. He's
Taunts
got a
are
taunt in.
almost paramount to the game. You need them.
You need to protect yourself somehow.
Exactly. Bam, just like that, a full table.
He's brought the taunt down, 3 HP, 3 attack. Uses his extra mana crystal. And he takes 2 shots, bringing down that Shield Master to 1 HP.
That's good. Now it looks like it is in Toxic Monkey's favor at the moment.
Unless Putlus has a monster or creature that has charge. Oh no, he drops another one with taunt.
2 taunts.
Just make it a bit difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, so taunt's cleared out. Toxic Monkey might be in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, and just like that, the tides turn again.
Steady shot. Nice 2 HP down for Sputless. But what is he going to do?
Where's this going to go? I feel like an old reference is relevant. It's a rising tide. No?
We'll keep working on it. Let's keep working on it. So he's got his 4 mana crystals.
Where's this going to go?
Where is he going to use this?
It's almost eeny, meeny, miny. There's no Mo. There's only... Oh, there we go. Mo.
No. He buffed up.
Nice.
There we go.
That's a sacrifice,
He
but it took him
sacrificed.
out.
But he brought one of the taunt players down. There's another Shield Master up there.
That's sacrificing well. So he's clearing the board as best
Slowly.
he can, but this is going to end up...
End his turn. Sputless still in the lead with 4 extra HP. Oh, brings in the
Ooh.
champion to buff up.
That's going to be
Sputless not wasting any time, going
Yeah.
straight for Toxic Monkey.
20 v8 at the moment in Sport Lewis's favor. The thing is, Sportloos has had an advantage and he's played some good hands, but it's been a good technique on both sides. There's been good strategy happening both ways. It's literally, I think these players are fairly evenly matched. It's just been the luck of the cards, really.
That's correct. Up to Sportloos now.
I think this is going to be game, set, match.
This is game. Well played to both teams.
There we go.
Unfortunately, just Toxic Monkey didn't have any cards in his favor.
It was good. It was good. A good game. Sportloos just had better cards when he needed them. So unfortunately, that's how these games go. But well done.
So we need to go to the board to see how it's looking, but everyone's open.
Just looking across at our umpires.
Hoping Johan might have some information for us as to who's going against who next.
That was pretty cool. I'm impressed. Now, just so if anyone looks in on this, this is a friends list from a player that exists. I think it's you.
That is me.
Sure.
Yes, that's correct. That is me.
Are you Barnacle Boy?
I am Barnacle Boy.
Oh, good to know. So the players that are competing, the players that are part of this at the moment, it's Sportloos, Steven 2018, Toxic Monkey, and Wesley.
We also have Zoe. She hasn't been on the field just yet because we've had the guys going against each other first.
Okay.
Wesley's just dropped in his Instagram
Selfless,
details.
shameless plug. But you see, the problem is, if I could direct you to the big screen that we've got over there, you'll see that your shameless plug of your Instagram and Twitter and all the rest of it just didn't appear. So you may need to do that later. If anyone has a problem with it or wants to do the same thing for any reason, I'm not saying anything.
More than welcome, if they want to.
Do you know what you need to do? You
I'm
need
listening.
to give Callum a call and be like, hey, just stop what you're doing for a second. Don't close anything, but have a look at this YouTube/Facebook stream that's happening. You may see your name in the friends list.
For disclaimer reasons, I might actually have to do that. Thanks for reminding me.
It's fantastic, because there's nothing quite like seeing your name on the internet when you weren't expecting it. Do you know, it's actually, it's working hours still. What does he do for a living?
I don't even want to ask.
Okay,
I'm too scared
that's
to ask.
fantastic. He's definitely not playing games at work. Yeah, if you're working here, it doesn't count. Okay.
So we're waiting for the next
Can you guys stop
match.
picking your decks and just start playing now? It's so hard to say that with a straight face. Can you choose the cards you wish to play with and start playing? Because we want to watch stuff. Wait, go back up to them. Stop going through your friends list here. Preparing to battle a friend, heading into practice mode, hanging out in the main menu, and hanging out in main menu.
It's going to be seeing who Wesley's going against next.
Wesley, though, has won 3 matches, and this is best out of 5. So, I don't know what to say or why he's still playing. Good English speak words make sense when talked I do. Okay, who are we playing
Wesley
here?
and Steven again.
Steven coming for a rematch. And there it is.
Shameless. No shame.
Keep or replace your cards. Please make the decision now. Come on. I don't want to rush you, but hurry up. Okay, so hopefully Steven's learnt from past events.
He's still going to have a hard time.
How do you know? The game's evenly matched at the moment. Don't jinx things. Be an impartial commentator.
I will do my best.
Good luck. And we're
Wesley's
off.
turn.
Always like the beginning of the game because everyone's trying to figure out, okay, what technique can I do with these cards? What can I try? What can I build towards? What should I start thinking about?
Totem's coming down.
Nothing wrong with that. That's a very, very
Taunt.
powerful totem on Wesley's side. It's always to have taunt.
2 HP. Still deciding it. Steven's only up to 3 mana crystals.
This is an interesting hero to play with. Being able to automatically summon. Yeah, I know it's random. Thank you for the shout out. But to summon something to the field gives you a sense of security. Although it is random, it is something that can soak up some damage.
Steven dropping down the Tide Totem just to get an extra card at the end of his turn.
That's a very useful thing, especially in early days. With that card, I'd say Steven has an advantage. But then again, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. They both got a lot of cards in their deck.
Oh!
There's Wesley clearing the field.
Good feeling gone.
Steven up.
What did he get?
Brought a random totem.
Searing Totem.
Does 1 damage.
And there we go. Tit for tat. It's
There's
still 30
Steven
v
clearing
30,
the
but
field.
this is going to be good.
What will Wesley do next?
It's like everyone's just storing up their cards. I can't say what's in the hands because that would give an advantage to one or the other, but can we do that? Can we swap to another one?
For some reason, I cannot on this one. It will not allow me. So, we've seen what Wesley's got.
That is actually a fair point. I don't want to say it aloud because someone may figure it out, but that is a very fair point.
It's just good sportsmanship.
We are relying on that. Anyway, if you guys can't hear what we're talking about, all the better. So, back into the game. I think, though, having it set up this way is the good decision. I think we should leave it like this. It's more fair. Okay, thank you to the Facebook comments. Who are we looking at? Stephen, 2018, you need to allow spectator mode for us to be able to jump to you. But you're in mid-game at the moment, so maybe worry about that afterwards. I'll look away for a couple of seconds. We're still on 30-30. There's a nice taunt creature in there.
A lead with the cards on his hand and the cards on the field.
Of course.
He's got 2 taunts on the field. What's Stephen going to do next?
That's good. He's start chipping away at that.
Frozen him. Can't use that hero.
Every little bit counts. Now, I would say for this battle so far, Wesley has an advantage, but it's not necessarily going to be sticking around for long.
It doesn't mean he's going to win the game.
No, not at all. It's just advantage.
Anything can happen. Look at that taunt.
You guys can't hear it, but the Peanut Gallery, they're so kind. They're so helpful.
There's Wesley taking 2 damage to Steven, bringing him down to 28.
It's little bits, little bits.
Lightning Storm coming in.
Oh.
Some big hits. Clearing the
that's
field. Still
good.
leaving
That was
one
a good
taunt.
play by Steven. Yo.
Buffed up his totem.
Yeah, well played. That is definitely.
That's still some good sportsmanship.
That's turned. I'd say now advantage moves to Steven with regards to this.
Even on the HP there, 28-27 for Steven to Wesley.
How quickly this game turns.
As you said, you take your eye off it for just a second and something different happens. Avalanche coming in.
Nice.
Getting rid of the taunt. Play over there, the Hexa, slowly chipping away at him, bringing him down to 2 HP.
Thing is, 2 HP is a lot less scary than 7.
I do agree with that. He's taking a straight hit to Stephen.
Even again.
He's got one more use of that. We'll see if he does it again.
See, Wesley seems to be pushing hard to get as many mobs on the table as possible.
That's what it looks like.
It seems to be an effective strategy since everything coming out, there's always at least 2 creatures with taunt on it. Yeah, I said moms. Definitely not mobs.
See what Stephen does now. He's got a good creature on there. 8 HP.
Yes. Stephen, that's not bad.
8 attack.
Now, what is Wes going to do? Oh, that's what Wesley's going to do.
Take it straight out.
So you clear that massive threat.
Stephen's in a bit of trouble. He's only got totems on the field. Nothing to protect him, really.
Well, the totems are there to be sort of meat shields, if you will. They're just getting cleared out very quickly.
See what's happening next. They tied at 27.
They tied at 27, but look, Wes has now again filled the field, and Stephen's got one mob holding him. Now we're on the full 10 crystals, so...
Oh, there we go. Stephen's got a taunt character, and they're 7 HP.
Let's see how long that lasts now. We've got to keep it. We've got to keep it healthy. Hello.
Another taunt hero, 8 HP. Stephen going on the defensive.
Stephen, your cards are coming in now.
Buffed his totem up.
That's good. That'll keep it alive. I dare say it, but Wesley's in a bad way now.
He's going to have a hard time.
Let's see. Chipping away at one mob at a time seems to be.
Using his own character, taking a bit of damage himself, but getting there slowly.
So that's a kind of sacrifice that I would argue is a decent strategy, because whilst it does affect you, it helps you more than it hurts you.
Polymorph the frog, and there goes the second taunt.
So bit by bit, take the big ones away.
Where's he still in a very comfortable position?
Still has 2 taunts on the field, so fairly safe.
Stephen coming with another taunt just to protect himself a little bit on the defensive.
Wesley can hear us, so with that in mind, I'm rooting for your downfall, Wes. What?
Stephen.
Language, my friend.
Stephen coming in. He's cleared the taunts off the field from Wesley. What will Wesley do next? 8 damage. There goes Stephen's taunt.
I can't exactly call out the cards that you have. I mean, I could, but that would just be rude.
Still very close game. 27 to 25 for Stephen.
He's got... oh, wow. I was about to say there's only 3 mobs on the table, but now...
He's getting 4 extra cards at the end of this round.
It's interesting to know.
Stephen using his summon random. He's got a taunt on there.
At least he's got a taunt. Because look at the attack power of everyone else. Their attack is... He's got 2.
No attack power. Maximum attack power is 2, as you said. Otherwise, no one else with any attack power.
So at the moment he's safe, but theoretically so is Stephen, because there's no damage that's going to be coming. At least not by the mobs.
Plus, Stephen got a heal, so he's up to 30 HP again.
There we go. Advantage goes back to Stephen. This is a fairly good game.
Stephen holding his own definitely against Wesley.
It's more than a fairly good game. It's a pretty good game. Ooh. That may have backfired a little bit. Or not. At the risk of clearing the board, you've lost some characters. That's not a problem.
But using a random totem, he got a random taunt in there. What will Stephen do now?
But look at the position we're in again. Wesley with mobs on the table, Stephen with a clear board. He's just put in something fairly decent, actually very decent comparatively.
Adding some attack to his hero. Can only use that in the next round though, same as his minion on the field. Oh, some big HP and attack coming in. He takes a shot at the taunt. Back to Wesley's turn. Hex coming in. Oh, there goes all that damage and that DPS.
Nothing kills your good mood like watching your biggest and best get turned into a frog.
Can only agree with that. Wesley still got 4 mana crystals to use. What's gonna be put on the board next?
There we go.
Lightning
I should have
damage.
called it.
Almost clearing the board.
Again, board is
There
cleared.
we go. Cleared the board now. But at the cost of coming down to 18 HP. Still 30 to 18 in Stephen's favor. He freezes. Stephen freezes Wesley. And uses his character to attack the taunt. And to end, not to end off, sorry. He's got a taunt of his
Ooh.
own. Summons 3 copies of the taunt. That's 8 total HP on the field.
Now he's almost out of cards, so I think he may lose this one because he's down to 18 v 30. That's a big creature on the board for Wesley. But he seems
Look
to
at
be
that
at
buff
a
to 11
disadvantage though.
HP.
Yo! The big guns are coming out, but will he be able to last? Because he's almost out of cards as well.
Only got 1 mana crystal left after using his random totem. Got 2 taunts on the field though. And he's out of cards now.
Now this is going to be interesting. What's going to happen? Because it's 30 v 18.
Stephen equips damage to his hero.
And it's the byproduct of when you're drawing so many cards at the end of your turn, you've only got so many cards to draw.
Takes
Chipping
5
that big
damage
one
to
down.
himself, but he's slowly working away on that.
He can afford to lose that. It's not.
And there goes the massive taunt. Takes out the other taunt. Even wide open.
Open field.
What's Wesley gonna
Unfortunately,
do
there's
now?
not enough.
Wesley does have quite a bit
Ooh.
of damage.
No, it's a race against the clock.
Oh, he had a copy.
Whoa! Good feeling gone.
Stephen now in trouble.
Thing is, he's
Fatigue's taking damage on him, so
Can he
he
do
needs
this
to
in
he needs
time?
to end this quickly.
This is now a fight to the time, not necessarily against the mobs, but against the clock.
Healing rain coming on. Taking some good healing back up to 30 HP.
Oh.
And random totem.
Stephen, I'm proud of you, Stephen. You're doing well. Wesley, what are you going to do? You got a strong board.
Stephen's taking 8 damage, but slowly just chipping
there's-
away at the guys.
There are three taunts that you need to clear before you can do anything. Down to
Minus
12.
3 damage. Slowly clearing out.
Yeah, good job. You've cleared the board, but can you do enough damage before you die?
Brings him down to 14.
8 points of damage is nothing to sniff at. Oh,
Also heals
that's
himself up
lucky.
to 21.
That's good.
Wesley's just turned this game around.
Well, it's against the clock for him as well.
Got a nice taunt on there. 8 HP.
And bam, that is a full board again. He can now afford to take the knock of health in the beginning of the round. Stephen, what are you going to do?
Takes out the taunt. Very nice call. But he's still got Wesley's still got so much damage on the field. He's going to need to pull a Volcano.
Whoa, that's a good one. That's very well played indeed.
Does do damage to himself. Doesn't clear the field on
doesn't clear
Wesley's
the
side.
field.
So he's in a bit of trouble. But it's 14 to 20.
See, the thing is, if he can just hold on. If Stephen can just hold... Oh,
That's some
no,
big hits. That's game
it.
over. Stephen
That's
did
game
very
over.
well. He held his own.
Yo,
Even
that
Wesley's
was a
giving a
good
thumbs
game.
up.
That was a good game. Well done.
Well done, Stephen. Well done, Wesley.
Well done, Stephen. That was impressive.
So Wesley's leading Stephen 4-0.
Well, you guys can't see it, but looking to my side, I can see the players. And you can see the looks of trepidation and concentration on their faces as they're going through. And it's important to note that the sportsmanship that exists here at the moment is very, very encouraging.
So we're hopping in. Toxic Monkey and Spotless going at it again. This is their fourth game.
Yeah, it's a round
Proudmore,
robin for 5.
Proudmore versus Proudmore.
Proudmore versus Proudmore.
Mage versus Mage.
So, there we go. Spotless versus Toxic Money.
Well, I've got this one open so you can see both hands on this one. It's just Stephen doesn't have...
And a very big thank you to our Facebook commentators and our YouTube commenters because, well, the internet will always know more than you. And
Google has always has the answers.
Yes, but if you make a decision and you post it on the internet, there will always be someone who knows more than you about something who will make a comment about it. And
that is very true.
And we appreciate those because literally that's how we learn. So, Proudmore versus Proudmore. Opening
yes,
round.
but let's bring in the Berserker on the stage. When damaged, he gets an extra 3 damage to himself. So
yeah, but can he survive that?
That is the question. Toxic Monkey clearing the field. Good sportsmanship coming from Spotless.
At the end of the day, this is a game, and when you have fun playing it, it makes the game so much more enjoyable to watch and to spectate and to be part of. So, I'm enjoying this.
That's 100%. I'm enjoying watching this as well. It's a very good play.
I'm sure the viewers would like to see the game. Is there any way we can cut?
There we go. Thanks, Mark.
So tell us what's going on.
So we still even, Steven. But some 3 damage thrown in with the Arcane Card, bringing down the Golem to 1 and 1 damage onto Spotless. Then he finishes him off. There goes the Golem. But that summons another Golem with 2 damage and 1 health. Spotless uses that just to clear the field. No creatures at the moment. He's got 4 cards. Uses Frostbolt, takes 3 damage. Brings Toxic Monkey down to 27. Very close game still. So Toxic Monkey uses all of his mana crystals to bring out Nightblade. And dealt 3 damage to Spotless, bringing it down to 26. Spotless sacrificing his creature there and using his Fire Blast to end the game. Then he puts Harvest Golem on the field. Toxic Monkey up to 6 mana crystals. Puts a Taunt on the field, just putting up some defense. And uses the Fire Blast to get some damage onto the Harvest Golem. What does Spotless do now? He's got options. Putting Water Elemental in. Sacrifice the Harvest Golem to bring out the Damage Golem. And up comes the Swamp Ooze. Toxic Monkey up to 7 mana crystals. Bringing in another Taunt hero with 5 HP, just bolstering that defense. Uses his Shield Master to slowly chip away at the monsters on Sputler's side. Sputler's coming in. Big card, using all his mana crystals, and he clears the field and takes nice 3 damage to Toxic Monkey. Bring on the Ogre, 6 HP, 6 damage, 7 HP. The Water Elemental still on the field though, still a lot of HP. And a Battle Ogre as well.
It's always nice when the two players are so evenly matched. Then it lines itself up for a good game.
I agree with that. It just makes it so much more enjoyable to watch.
Definitely. Now, I know there's going to be a couple of people watching this going, I can play, or I'm so much better, or someone, whatever. If you really feel that way, come in and play. We'll be here tomorrow and the next day.
Coming to Durban.
Throw down the gauntlet. Come show us how it's done.
Just don't throw it down too hard. You might break something.
No, throw it down really hard. Break your gauntlet.
That's a DG still carrying on for the next 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple of competitions happening tomorrow.
Some prizes.
With some good prizes being handed out.
And let's not forget, regional colors.
It is such a big thing. If I could compete,
Regional
I'd
colors for
definitely
doing
be on
something
there.
you enjoy.
We see
that's
Toxic
amazing.
Monkey coming up with a taunt character, the Grizzly Bear.
It's always so nice to see a taunt character get put on the board because you
Ogre
know.
being used to take out the Yeti, slowly just chipping away at the board.
There we go.
A big Fire Blast coming in, bringing Sputless down to 20 HP. But that's not it. He's still going, and he takes out another creature with his Fire Blast.
Sarcasm. That's always. I cannot read the word amazing
Without
from a player without expecting it to be sarcastic.
In your mind, that's what you think.
Nice.
Coming out with a couple of cards, buffering up his champion. Look at that, that DPS and that HP.
The champion was strong to start with, but now it can take a hit from that
Oh,
ogre
but
and be
there,
fine.
there comes the polymorph. And the sheep's back on the field.
Good feeling gone.
Fire Blast used, taking the sheep out completely. He's only got 4 mana crystals left. What is he going to do? Sacrifices Ogre, slowly clearing the field. Uses his 4 mana crystals, takes a big hit at Sputless, bringing him down to 14 HP. It's 24 to 14.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Sputless putting on the Yeti, just getting some more DPS with some HP on the field.
And
Takes
just like
3
that,
damage.
having no mobs on the field is such a disadvantage.
It really leaves you open.
It does.
You're
it
defenseless.
does.
We're up to 10 mana crystals now. And here comes Toxic
we
Monkey,
go.
just putting a bit of a defense up. 5 HP on the Shield Master there.
What's going to happen? Now you can see they don't have a lot of cards to play with, so
Not much in their hand, but
there goes the shield.
some big DPS
Some
coming in.
retaliation with some fire.
Oh, there comes
and-
Toxic Monkey down to 9.
Fire and brimstone. What's your strongest creature?
The sheep.
Bam! It's a sheep. And then clearing it out.
A little bit surprised at that. I would have taken that extra damage just to bring down
You would
Sputless a little bit.
have gone to that.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, the difference between 10 and 11 is nothing to write home about, but having 1 or 3 mobs on the field is a big difference.
That's true. Look at that. Could have been extra damage against him. He probably made the right call.
-1
Toxic
is
Monkey
not.
was leading in the beginning. He's in
Yeah.
a bit of trouble. 6
It
HP
swings.
to 11.
It swings so quickly. Thing is, 11-6 is still fairly close. The big thing is the fact that they are now playing whatever card that they get. So this will be the deciding factor.
He's going to be left with 1 HP.
And I think I know what's going to happen next.
I think that's
Yeah,
game.
that's game.
Sputless takes this one. Well played.
That was well played. That was definitely up to the luck of whatever card you drew. And Sputless just had that luck on his side.
when it came down to them not having any cards in their hand, that's when it became a difficult game for both of them.
You literally can only play that which happens to land up in your hand. I think
Wesley and Steve are going to be doing one more match, from what I understand.
Wesley's doing battle with a friend, and Stephen is hanging out in the main menu, so they're not fighting each other. They are fighting each other.
I think they just get, Caroline the Murlocs getting ready to go into the game.
That's something everyone wants to do on a weekend.
Oh man, I'm so tempted to still make the Murloc noise.
Go for it.
I don't know, should I?
Yes. Everyone. Yes. Go for it. 3, 2, 1.
Got a couple of laughs there. I'm happy at that. I think that went well.
Oh, that just made my day. Yo,
I think I broke Wesley.
I look away and laugh and look back, and the board is full with big mobs there. Thank you.
Thanks,
for your
Wesley.
comment,
I really
Richard.
appreciate
Thank you.
that. That's
no one
big
else
coming
seems to
from you.
comment. Boom.
Wesley got some options here.
See, it's every time we see Wesley play, he's got a full board of mobs and he clears out the board before he goes for the other opponent.
Steven's in a bit of trouble. Brought down to 20. I'd agree. I think it's mob justice. Well, check out that hex on there.
Yeah, but is that enough? It's bread and circuses at
Silence
the moment.
on that defender over there. There's Steven coming with some defense.
It's good. But look at the attack of some of Wesley's mobs here.
He unfortunately has to clear out that taunt before he can move on. So it's putting him in a bit of a tougher situation. He couldn't actually take out anything else on the board. Steven coming in.
Steven, I'm rooting for you.
Oh, that's a big taunt. The Lich King.
Yes, sis.
Look at that. 8 health. 8 attack. Chipping away. Takes Steven's defense straight down. And going direct. Look at that, buffs coming in. The Lich King up 9-9.
Yes, 17-30 in Wesley's favor.
Steven,
what are you going to do?
He's going to need to pull a cat out the bag or something.
I believe in you. Avalanche. Nice.
Nice damage. He's still struggling there. He's still got to get down the Lich King.
He's
got his own taunt on there, but isn't enough to keep the Lich King at bay. Chipped away at the Lich King's health a little bit, but that attack is still right up there. Oh, big cards, big choices to make.
Yes.
Another taunt coming in, 10 HP.
Yes, this is a hard wall to push through now.
Steven's defense taken out.
Crushing hand.
Brought down to 9 HP. He's in a bit of trouble.
Now, it's important to note that Wesley has won every one of his matches.
That is 100%.
So, this is just a game for the fun of a game, which makes it even more enjoyable.
That's correct.
I had no idea what he said.
I have no idea.
It's nice when you get told messages that you have no idea.
Oh, Steven coming in, just getting some extra HP with that rain.
Good,
bringing himself
good.
up back to 21.
And freezing the mammoth, which is appropriate, I feel.
That was a good call.
It's not a mammoth, a mastodon, but still.
Although, look at that Lich King. 10 attack, 5 HP.
This is straight attack. You could win the game now.
We have technical difficulties.
Oh, and that was interesting. So the game is paused because there was some disconnections, DC's issues. And we're back. What's going to play? Okay. So I think this is
Oh,
what? What?
Steven coming in.
What just happened there?
Cleared the field.
What just happened there?
Wesley.
Wesley,
he's,
what did you just do?
He just cleared the field for his opponent to come in. And also emptied his deck. He's going to take some fatigue damage right there.
But he's on full health at the moment, so let's see what happens, because that was a surefire win at that point. I think he's throwing the game.
Some buffs going on here. It's still 30-21. Wesley's going to take some fatigue damage though, because he's got no cards left. But he's got quite a bit in his hand. He does have options. Use a steel minion. Oh, that's a big one. Brings it down
That's
to
a good one to
cost.
steal. Well, did you throw the game when you bring everyone back?
Look at that, resurrect 4 different friendly minions. That is insane. Bring the Lich King back. Bring the Mastodon back. Weezy just giving himself some extra HP. Not a bad call. Got a taunt in there. Not much HP on that though.
Well, it's been a good game.
And he freezes the Lich King.
They're back on, well, I was going to say they're back on full health, but this is all changing so quickly.
He took the Lich King out. That was probably a good call, but he's still got to get through the Mastodon. Some big hits coming in. Steven down to 16 HP. So later on in the day, we're going to be seeing some Rocket League.
Yeah, can't miss out on that. That's high energy and very quick.
Very quick. Only 5 minutes a game. And we also got some Overwatch a little bit later on.
I'm looking forward to the Overwatch, truthfully. Now, the thing is, this game is still going. Wesley cheated with regards to throwing his hand. It came back with strong with that card. That one card of bringing everything back sort of just took away you throwing the game. Oh, and
Look
there's
at
another
that.
Lich on the field.
Yeah, Wesley Steven brings in the Lich King. Nice taunt.
Everyone's got a taunt on either side, so... Wait,
Well,
no, there it goes.
Steven
Never
clears
mind.
the taunt. He goes straight for Wesley, bringing him 1 HP down.
It's a little bit, but every little bit counts.
Every little bit counts. Wesley still taking damage. Oh, he uses a Hex.
Of course. What's your strongest creature?
Well,
Either a
not the
sheep
frog.
or a frog.
It's the sheep. It's always the sheep.
We love the sheep.
Big hits against Steven. Brought down to 8 HP.
Steven's in single digits.
Let's see what Steven
What's
does
happening?
now. Gives himself some damage.
Interesting move.
Random totem. What does he get? Gets +1 spell damage.
Interesting move. Steven's only got 2 cards left in his hand. Whoa, that's not bad.
Nice buff up there.
You got a lot to
Only
fight
had 1
against.
mana crystal though.
There's a lot to get up against, but still, every little bit counts.
Slowly can chip away. He's going to struggle with the giant, but he goes straight for Wesley. Bring him down 1 extra HP.
I choose to believe when when the characters fight each other, it makes a boop sound. I choose to believe it.
I'm
And
happy.
there we go.
There's the rain. Wesley back up to full
full
HP.
health.
Still have 4 mana crystals to use. Brings in the lightning. He's going to clear the field there.
That does
Almost.
very
almost.
well. And I think
And I
that's
think
game,
that's
set,
game.
and match.
Oh no, he gives him a heal.
Okay.
And then that's game, set,
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, that's almost like insult to injury.
Well played, Wesley. Well played,
Yo,
Steven. You
Wesley,
put up a good
I
fight.
understand that was your 5th and final win. 5 in a row.
5-0 to
still,
Wesley.
That was as bad as a teabag.
We're just going to take a bit of a break. Get the
Yep.
points together and see how the score's looking.
Yeah, I'm going to second that motion. If I could find our producer, I could figure out what we're looking at the moment.
Marcus says we're good to go out.
Are we good? Okay. Oh, we did. special guest in light of the new movie that's just come out. I wonder who it is. Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I've got some questions for you. Firstly, I need to just tuck that so no one can see what's below the mask because it's a grotesque sight. It really, really is underneath. It's, well, it's kind of like a Van Gogh painting, but without the ears. Okay, cool. So I have my number one question, which I've been dying to ask you. Like literally, since I saw you walking around, I've been dying to ask you this. Do you have cancer? No, I suppose Healing Factor takes care of that kind of thing. I was expecting more of like a shocked response from you, but you've handled that quite well, so I'm impressed. Well done. So I can't naturally ask you questions and get you to respond, so I'm going to ask you some easy yes or no questions. How long ago did you put all this together? How long did it take, and where did you get it from? So yes or no, please. 2. Okay, cool. So let's expand on that. How long did it take you to get all this, build all this? 2. 2 days. That's amazing. 2 weeks. 2 months. There we go. I was gonna have, thank goodness we didn't stop. We didn't go further. Okay, that's not too bad to get all this together. I don't think you sewed the suit. Is that I presume it's a purchase, but is that a local purchase from someone that's here, in South Africa? Overseas. It's probably America. Probably America. We're not going to say. The helmet, the head, the face, all the lovely stuff on the outside as well, or did you make that? Overseas purchase as well. Now, I noticed from sitting so close, I don't know if you guys can see I don't know what to call it, black eyes? Yeah, well, everything's rouged at some point. The eye areas are 3D printed. Now, was that your 3D printing, or? Okay, cool. So I'm a bit confused how I'm going to call it the mask was imported, but the eyes weren't. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, cool. I got some weird questions when I'm able to talk to you and I'm able to hear you talking. But that's pretty cool. So was it 3D printed? That was 3D printed locally. Was it 3D printed by you, or was there a company that did it? There was a company that did it. Cool. And you don't have their name written down. Wait, I got a solution to this. Here's a pen and a piece of paper. There's the pen. Wait, there we go. So if you can write down the company name of the people that did it, your handwriting is beautiful. I know them. These guys are pretty hectic. Let me grab that from you. Yeah, the guys that did this is, I don't know.